This video will be covered under the Section 107 of the Fair Use Copyright Act. I will be using some clips to reiterate what I am speaking about in regards to this situation on marriage concerning Kimmi and Maurice Scott.
It was never communicated to me early on that these are the terms of our relationship.
Guys, I'm sure we have all seen clips in regards to how selfish, in my opinion, Maurice Scott is. He's basically saying that if Kimmi doesn't give him what he wants, the next step is divorce, that they would be heading to divorce. And that is not the way a marriage in God's eyes should be looked upon or treated. God commanded man to treat his wife as he treats the church. Guys, let's go over a couple of clips from Love and Marriage Huntsville so we can get into this. And then I'm going to share what the Bible commands and how he instructs men on how to love their wives as he loves the church.
Ever made you think I was misleading. I definitely have changed. And it looks like we're gonna
what?
I don't know.
We're gonna what?
And I'm not gonna speak negativity over our lives.
Why would you? Why would you?
I'm not. That's why I said I'm not gonna do it.
Why would you even think it?
Because I think it.
Think what? You said before we even went to therapy, you want me to be happy even if we're not together.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what this comment you don't want to spill out is about?
I'm not gonna say it.
Well, you shouldn't have said it then.
You ready to go?
Guys, in Ephesians 5:25, God says to the husband, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. He instructs husbands to love your wives with a sacrificial, selfless, and unconditional agape love, mirroring the love that Christ has for his church. Christ's actions of giving himself up for the church. This simply means husbands should serve, protect, nurture, and cleanse their wives through the word of God, presenting them holy and blameless, similar to how Christ loves the church. That is not what Maurice Scott is doing. He seems to have the theory that if it's not my way, it's the highway. If you can't supply my needs, all of my every needs, then I don't care or love you enough to work on this marriage. We are heading for divorce. Bottom line is marriages are about making sacrifices. You don't run for cover or hit the road at the sign of trouble, especially not being compatible in the bedroom, which we know a lot of people get divorced for that reason. But I'm sure God is not pleased with that. So guys, again, everything stated here is in my opinion, based on clips that we see from a television show. Please keep in mind that these things took place several weeks ago. As we know, we get the footage weeks later after it has already happened. If I'm not mistaken, I saw them recently on a vacation, so who knows? I pray they're working it out. It's beneficial for them to work on their marriage, but what he's displaying on television is not acceptable. Again, that's their marriage. It's their business. From the outside looking in, we have seen Kimmi go above and beyond for her marriage, even asking him to attend therapy, marital therapy, so that a third party could get in the midst of the situations that they're dealing with and teach them some communicating skills and other skills, mostly on Maurice's part, to deal with his childhood trauma and other situations that occurred in their marriage or are occurring presently in their marriage. And he seems to be against everything. Guys, we have seen Kimmi go against her better judgment on how often she feels that her body is capable of having sex. Okay, She made the sacrifice in agreeing to be intimate with her husband at least one time a day. But of course, that wasn't enough for him. He insisted on her committing to 2 times a day. Why did she go against her better judgment? Because marriage is about sacrifices. And so she is willing to do whatever is in her power to work and keep her marriage strong and together. So she went against what her initial feelings was about being intimate with her husband, trying to have a happy medium, but it's never enough for some people. This is just my opinion in regards to what is being displayed for a public consumption. And I'm tying it in with a biblical Christian marriage. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.